What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jen from Valley Buzzsaw. In today's video, I'm taking you shopping with me at the Goodwill because we're gonna do a couple of thrift flips. Now, if you've been here for a while, you know that I did one of these back at Christmas time and I had a blast with all three of those pieces, flipping them, turning them into something different or more than what they had been to begin with, and I'm hoping to find some stuff to do the same today. If you like videos like this, you can let me know that information by giving this video a thumbs up. You will find that right down below. And then right next to that big ol' red subscribe button, click it, click all when the bell menu appears, and you should be notified every Friday morning at 6 a.m. Arizona time when I upload a brand new video. But without any more blabbering from me, let's just get right inside my local Goodwill and start picking through some stuff to see if we can do some cool thrift flips today. Okay, everybody, I am back from the Goodwill and I've got my little mini haul here. I spent a total at the Goodwill of $12, and that included a couple of other things. I also got myself a little pair of pajamas that have llamas on them. I'm super excited. Pajama llama, hello, I'm so psyched. And I also got myself a movie, which I'm gonna sit down and watch while I'm painting some stuff. But these three pieces are the ones that we are going to focus on flipping today. These are going to be more just get them back into a good semblance of shape and then probably put some paint on them. So let's talk really quick about what's going on with each one of these pieces. First up, I got this cutting board for $1.50, which is a great deal for this small decorative piece. I plan to paint and stencil this one using a beachy motif. Next up, I picked up this tray, and I'm not sure if this is intended to be a dice tray or just some kind of a tray, but it actually has a brand name and it's got a velvet bottom already to it. I'm sure something else came in this, and that's why it was only $1.49, because the brand name on it would lead me to believe that there's no way this would have been $1.49 in any other universe. So there are a couple of things wrong with this. There's all kinds of scratch marks on the inside, which may or may not be coming through on camera. I've also got this, which hopefully I can focus in on here. Let's see, hang on. I've also got this, which is basically just like a slice through the wood, kind of a bummer, but I should be able to wood fill that. And also it's just kind of dingy right now, so it does need a good cleaning and then a good sanding, and I'm gonna put some paint on this. I'm intending on using this piece on our coffee table in the living room to contain a whole bunch of just little random stuff that we always have out on the coffee table. I'm just tired of it rolling around all over the place, so this was like the perfect solution, and for $1.50, I mean, you kinda can't go wrong. But I'm actually redoing a whole bunch of stuff in our living room, so if you guys are interested in seeing that living room transformation, don't forget to subscribe. Last on the list is this cute little tabletop vanity. I kind of couldn't pass it up. The mirror is in great shape. It's an actual real mirror, and it does have a little drawer in the bottom. The mirror does tilt and swivel, but I'm going to show you guys just a few issues with this piece. As you can see here on the top, there is some bubbling that's happened. It looks almost like maybe a little bit of water damage or something had happened to this piece, but I'm going to try to scrape that off, wood fill it if needed, and then paint over it. Also an issue is the mirror. As you can see, it does swivel, but it ends up going back and forth way too easy, and you can see it doesn't want to sit or seat properly. That's because this screw here is not entirely tightened in correctly, and I think that it's sort of worn away over time, just being moved and, swiveled a lot. And what I'm going to do here, I need to tilt this. It's the only way the drawer will come out right now, so I am intending on putting a pull on this thing, as well as you can see it's missing the back. So I'm going to get some balsa wood or something else that's thin and small and easy to apply. So anyway, that is all three pieces ready to go. I'm gonna get to it. I'll get all 3 pieces ready by scraping off the stickers, then sanding down the entire surface. For the raw wood tray and board, my main goal is to remove any residue or dirt. Since they don't need too much, I'm using a 220 grit paper sheet wrapped around an old sanding block. I make sure to get the front, back, and all of the edges. I also want to make sure these pieces are totally smooth after I paint, so I'll wipe down the piece with a damp washcloth to raise the grain, sand again, and then wipe with a dry cloth. Then I repeated all of that for the tray and used wood fill to fill in 2 small slices on the top edge. After that dried, I sanded again, wiped down, and moved on to the vanity. The vanity is primarily melamine, so I cleaned it first with a damp cloth. After scraping off the raised bumps on top, I sanded down the whole thing in random patterns to give it a tooth for the paint. Then I used wood filler to smooth out the top. I let that dry, sanded, and it was ready for paint. Next up, I coated the vanity with 2 coats of Rustoleum Chalked paint in the color Charcoal. Once that was dry, I measured and cut down the balsa wood piece for the open back of the drawer. Then I attached the back to the drawer using Aleene's wood glue and painter's tape as clamps. So just a quick side note here, I originally intended to use a shiny silver metallic paint and a completely different stencil, so that's why I did the top coat first. I used the Modern Masters Dead Flat varnish and I really wanted to get a contrast in the finish, but sadly, as you'll hear about in a minute, that wasn't meant to be on this project. How do you think everything turned out? I'm personally 100% happy with 2/3 of these pieces. The third piece, it's just matte. The matte piece is this one. It didn't come out bad. In fact, the finish came out really smooth and perfect, and the anchor came out really great as compared to the original stencil that I had on this thing, which bled under every single line, and I was like, nope, that can't happen. I painted over that and then just flipped this thing over since it was the same on the front and the back and put on the anchor. I may add a word or a phrase at the bottom, but for now it's just kind of like, yeah, it came out okay, but it's not my favorite piece I've ever made. On the other hand, I love how my little coffee table tray came out. I had originally started out with silver for the edge here, and that paint was just horrible. It looked terrible over the blue. Nothing like I had envisioned it, so I went with the white after doing the anchor, and as soon as I put this on, I knew it was absolutely the right choice. These two colors are gonna go so great with my living room transformation, and that video will be coming up soon. I'm doing a whole bunch of furniture, some big, huge picture frames, and a wall or 4 in my living room, so don't forget to be here for that because you are not gonna wanna miss it. And then the final piece was this little tabletop vanity. I am also super thrilled with how this one turned out in the end. I used E6000 to attach this glass bead, which I'm using right now as a drawer pull. It worked great. I just didn't want to commit to drilling through the front face if it wasn't something that I was gonna keep. And considering that this thing was only like $5 at the Goodwill, I'm probably gonna try to keep it for a while. But if the pull ends up pulling off and I have to go back in and add something with the screw, I'm not even gonna mind doing that. Right now you can see I've got the mirror covered, but that's just so you guys don't get a glare. It's just some wax paper, but you can see the mirror here, so it's working great. I stabilized the mirror as well by gluing the screws into place. I just didn't want this thing to tilt. I don't need it to tilt for where I'm gonna be putting it. It's actually perfect eye level for me. I can't wait to get my hair accessories in here and off the top of my bureau, just more organized and streamlined. But how do you guys feel about these pieces? I'd love if you left me a comment down below. Let me know which one of them is your favorite and why. Also, don't forget, if you liked this video or you just liked watching these transformations occur, you can let me know that by giving this video a thumbs up, and you will find that right down below. Right next to that is the big ol' red subscribe button. Click it and then click all when the bell menu appears, and you should be notified every time we upload a brand new video. New videos go out every Friday morning at 6 a.m. Arizona time, and we would absolutely love to have you here with us for the next one. I also just want to say a big, huge, heartfelt thank you for watching. Our numbers are growing, our comments are growing, our likes are growing, everything's growing, and I am, to the bottom of my heart, so super thrilled with having you guys all here checking out everything that we're doing. So again, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching, and we will catch you in the next one. But without any more blabbering for me, nope, cars. Keep going, car. Thank you. But without any more blabbering for me, let's just get right inside the Goodwill. Oh my God, cars. Gotta love parking lot filming. And that should be the last one for a minute. Let's hope so. But without any more blabbering for me, let's just get right inside. Hey, I match. Not planned. Though I probably should say it was planned. But, you know, do I need to match my home decor? That's ridiculous. All right, anyway, let's get back to this. Nothing like I had envisioned. We're gonna voice over this thing because it starts out pink and then it, ew, dude. All right, this is as good as it's gonna get. We're trying this again. Nope, I'm probably still too tall. Test, test, test. A problem I've literally never had in my life, being too tall.